Greetings, YouTube. I've decided to do a personal Q&A for people that know me on social media, and I'm going to answer questions in the future. If this gets enough likes and maybe hopefully comments, in the future I'm going to answer questions from my subscribers. So the questions related can be ranging from, my taste in anime, gaming, anything of the likes. And it's going to be purely unscripted, so let's just get started. So this first question comes from, I'm not going to display his real name because that wouldn't be cool, so I'm just going to call him Kotomine Kire. And I roleplay as Kibitsugu Emiya on certain places, so hence why if he calls me Kibitsugu with a 0, that's why. So I shall try to emulate his deep, resonating voice. Emiya Kibitsugu, are you rejoicing in the name of God on the church on the hill? I wouldn't say I'm rejoicing. I'm probably rejoicing in the fact that I managed to save someone. I mean, all this time, man, you've no idea what I've been through. I've been through fucking hell, trying to save lives, I had a fucking pure ambition. I'm just trying to be a hero. But being a hero of justice comes at a price, man. I should have realized that years ago before I took the job of killing mages. But being a hero of justice is not something to be proud of, from my experience. It comes with a price. I mean, ask Archer. He knows exactly what the kind of similar suffering that I went through. And I don't want anyone else that's applying to this hero of justice business being, slapped in the face. Just to know that it's a lie. Hence why I made the decision to destroy the Grail. And Saber, I'm very sorry. But I did what I had to do. Moving on. Question 2. Did I become a champion of justice? No. I'd say I became a tragic hero to some. To quote Batman from the Dark Knight, I became the hero that no one needed. No, I became the hero that people needed, but not people wanted. The context. And next question by Jack in the Bucks. Will I ever make another Geek Revolution page? Geek Revolution, for those of you who don't know, is basically a kind of group that I made for Facebook. The purpose of the group is essentially to gather all my nerdy friends, geeks, and likes, otakus, anime fans, and gather them all in one group, Facebook group. And my intention was just to express yourself. Post whatever you want, the occasional spam posting. It's basically letting people have free reign of expressing their interests, being their true self. So to answer your question, Jack, or you go by Jimmy sometimes, I'm not going to make another Greek Revolution page, but it's going to be on a very, very long hiatus. Next question by Jack Lumber. If I had the opportunity to invite me to a thriving community of the memers and shitposting, would I accept? Well, I assume that chat that you tried to invite me earlier was just that. I would appreciate if you told me ahead of time what you were doing, not just simply add me to a group chat or whatever it is. I'd like to be informed before jumping into anything. This is how I am. Even though sometimes I do invite certain people out of nowhere to only because of I know for a fact that I can trust these people enough. But tell me next time before you decide to place me anywhere, because that would not be cool. Just putting me in an awkward situation. So I got some questions from some members of the Code Pirates, and I'm gonna answer them here. A couple questions, in fact, unfortunately. So this question comes from Thomas Huckleberry. My dream job. I've always wanted to do something creative. I've always wanted to express myself. That's why I wanted to major in communications. It will give me an opportunity to do just that, but sadly, my dad told me that I'd be better off doing computer stuff because that is more feasible than trying to find a job that requires you to, be more of an artist than anything. Which, if I get the opportunity to learn the tools of, how to edit and computers and gaming design, it will very well lend me to a creative path. So I will take advantage of it. It's just that the reality is I can't be an actor essentially. That's not an option for me as of now. But one of my other ambitions is to make some sort of art. I can't physically draw things, but I have a good imagination, so I want to be able to put that to good use. So essentially, what I want to be as a dream job is a producer of some sorts. And I owe all my inspiration to one and only Monty who died off earlier this year, which, if you see my earlier video about him, tribute to him, may he rest in peace. Next question by A1A Kyle Johnson. Did I cry on the movie 7 of Kara no Kyokai? I shed a bit of many tears, but I got a little aw moment because, Shiki and Mikia are very much a perfect couple, and kudos to them because their seiyus of both respective characters, being Shiki Ryogi and Kokuto Mikia, both of them got married along the course of their work, and, nothing speaks getting into character and being very in touch with the series than, marrying the actual actors or actresses that are essentially the characters that they play. And then they get married. It's just so sweet, But it has happened before. And some questions came from my members of my own group. So, from one, I'm going to call her Homura because I don't want to reveal her real name. So, Homura asked, my favorite series. We're talking about anime. I've said it countless times, Steins Gate. It's just like my absolute favorite. I mean, I can throw a bunch of different other shows, but in terms of anime, Steins Gate sticks out. In terms of live action, I don't really watch a lot of TV. So it's really hard for me to decide, but I've been really getting into Daredevil, so I guess I like that. The last show I kind of halfway committed to was Arrow, so you see, thing with me is if I'm gonna binge watch something, it has to interest me. So let's just say my favorite show right now is Arrow. The DC superhero comic guy that's based off of Robin Hood. Again, this is unscripted, so. So how often do I jerk off by by Jimmy? Minimum twice a day, at most probably 5. You know, or I can practically that's practically a lie, and I would say almost every single day. Never miss a beat, because I'm easy to get aroused. Let's just put it that way. And by a Christian Martinez, does anyone have a supporting job? I don't currently work well, I've been working for my parents for a few years at a law firm, but I'm currently unemployed because I have to focus more on school. But my parents are willing to support me. So let's just say I do have a part-time job at their law firm. So that answers that. And that's all the questions I have. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment. Hopefully this video gets some likes. And I hope I've entertained you all by my, attempt of making a character. And finito.